Hello, welcome back to these apple pie slice of pie from Apple Pie English School videos to hopefully help your English. We give on Mondays, of course, we give study tips. So from my pink list. So today, again, I'll give you a new study tip. If you're following along every week, of course, last week we learned about raising your arms. Why you should raise your arms often when you're studying. And next week we'll learn about watch, why you should always wear a watch. Like actually today I have no watch on. So why you should wear a watch when you're studying and taking a test. As for today, we'll learn about taking regular study breaks. Maybe you should always take study breaks, but I'll teach you a little bit about the science or the reasoning today. So before I do that, please, as always, give me a like, subscribe, or share with your friends. And always comment below. So in Japanese or in English, we have staff they can speak both Japanese and English. Give us a comment below to tell us, ask us any questions or to give us any advice of what you'd like to see in these videos. So thanks again. So let's see. So wait a minute, let me show you on my screen here. So of course, this is what I was talking about, our Slice of Pie page, your daily dose of English. So every day we have a new English lesson, but once a week, like today, we teach study tips. Every Monday we teach study tips. So please come back. You can see the schedule here at the top. So now today I'm going to talk about taking regular study breaks and why they are important. Some of what I'm talking about is here. It's called the Pomodoro technique. It's from Italy. And if you read here, you can find this on Wikipedia later. I'll link below these sites. But it's, of course, a time management system created in, I think, 1980s. Yeah, it says here, late 1980s. He was a medical student, if I remember correctly. And Pomodoro comes from the Italian word for tomato, as you can see here. This here is a tomato timer. Sorry, it's not coming out. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. This is a tomato timer, of course. That was the original timer the original guy in Italy created. But this technique is very useful. It's used around the world now. And it's very useful for several reasons. So what you do with this, let me close this. What you do with this technique is, of course, you study or do anything. It doesn't have to be study. If you want to do homework, study, do your housework, clean something, wash something, especially something you don't like to do, fix your car. So you do it for 25 minutes straight. The theory is, so some places have found this out. The University of Michigan studied, and the University of Michigan asked people to write down, to go back to your dormitory and study. And when you feel like, it's not really catching in, or I can't catch it now, or you feel like your memory or your efficiency is dropping, or your motivation is dropping to study, they asked them to write down exactly what time was that. What time did you start losing motivation to study? And they averaged out these hundreds of students. What they found out from all their students was the average was 25 minutes. So it's not an accident, I think, that it matches this Pomodoro technique from Italy, that if you study for, say, 6 hours a night, people would say, study more, do it more. Of course, if you speak English more, that is true. You'll be better at English. If you play baseball more, you'll be better at baseball. But just saying study more, it's not great advice because of, like it says here, how to study is more important than what you study. Or you could say how long. I used to say that these techniques I'm giving you teach you how to study more efficiently, not necessarily how long you should study. So there was a student who studied for 6 hours a night. So 6 hours a night, she thought, I'm doing great. 6 hours every night. I'm studying efficiently. I'm getting a lot more information. But of course, after 25 minutes, it's going down. So as you study every night, I'm trying to open my whiteboard here. According to the Pomodoro technique, and also according to that research in University of Michigan, if you start here, wait a minute, let me draw an easy graph here. So maybe I should draw a factor line. Wait a minute. Okay, here, I'll draw this one. Wait a minute, sorry. Here. So here, let me clean this up. Yeah, this will be better. So of course, up, And there we go. Then here across. So if this is time efficiency on the left axis, and then the bottom one here, this is how long you study. So efficiency of study versus how long you study. So let's say when you start, your motivation is pretty high. And then around 25 minutes, you start to drop. And then 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Oh my God. So as you can see, typically among university students, they realize that here, exactly around here was, let's see, 25 minutes. Sorry, 25 minutes of study. So after 25 minutes, your efficiency starts to drop. So that's why this Pomodoro technique recommends, and also many professors in America recommend, that after you hit this 25-minute mark, you should take a break, so an easy break. So let's see, you should take a break of recommended is probably 5, some people 10 minutes, but I say 5 minutes is a great break. You take a 5-minute break here to refresh you. And I recommend, this is not always recommended, but I recommend doing the opposite of whatever you're doing. So if you're studying in a book, means you're studying, sitting down, you should do something with your body. You should move around, play with your friends, run outside, cook something, like do a body movement. However, if you're doing something with your body, for example, if you're fixing your car and you want to do this technique, of course, after 25 minutes, then you should do something like 5 minutes of not moving your body. For example, you sit down, read a book or something. But the point is change what you're doing, either physically or non-physical. So if it's non-physical, do something physical. Physical, do something non-physical. So that's what we do in Eikaiwa classes too. Of course, the students do a physical activity, then a non-physical. So with your body and without your body to refresh you. So after this 5 minutes, the neat thing about this is if you follow this technique after a 5-minute break, boom, you can come back 5 minutes later. Again, you're freshed up. But after 25 minutes, you'll need a break again. And then again, you're freshed up. Okay. It's not 100%, but it's pretty close. And you can see you start at the top again. And again, after 25 minutes, bam, break, break, break. If you follow this technique, not everybody does this, but if you follow this technique, what they say is you should take a 5-minute break and a 5-minute break and a 5-minute break. So the Pomodoro technique. And then after 4 times, this is the 4th time. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you should probably take 20-minute to 30-minute break. They recommend. So this part, I would say you could also move to here. You can move it after the 3rd one or so. Here, wait a minute. Let me see. So this is, of course, I change it here. Yes, 1. This is your first study. And then here, 2nd study, 3rd, and 4th. So after your 3rd or 4th, you could take this 20 to 30-minute break, a longer break. The reason, the technique usually says after a 4th break, 3 breaks. And the reason I say after the 3rd one is, according to some research, you should take a break every 25 minutes, but also you shouldn't study the same thing more than 90 minutes. That's why my college classes, so I also teach around universities around GUMA. My college classes are always 90 minutes long. Some colleges are 100 minutes, which is weird because you're on one subject, your brain can concentrate for up to 90 minutes. So that's why I say after the 3rd one, I might take a break. And then from the 4th one, then you could come back and do a different subject. For example, you might have like, let's say, well, we'll say English since we're teaching English at this school. So English, and English. And now you've done, 75 minutes now. So with your breaks, almost 90 minutes. So then I might come back and do math. And then math, you could do 1, 2, 3, math, then longer break. And then science, longer break. So what's interesting about this is you could do this up to 3 times a night and your efficiency won't hurt you. So 2 to 3 times a night, you could do math and English tonight or math, English, and social studies tonight. And every night it won't affect you. So again, so remember, so just studying longer is not great. Like exactly like here it shows. If you just keep studying and studying and studying, no break. So do something fun during that 5 minutes and move your body. So thanks again for coming to our Slice of Pie page that we have every week. Sorry, if I can move back here. Pomodoro, here. Thanks again for coming to our Slice of Pie page every week. These weekly lessons on Monday are about study tips. So study advice or study tips, how to study more efficiently. So I hope you learned some new information today. And please give us a like again and subscribe to these videos so you can be notified. We have a new video every single day. So again, next week will be about why you should always have a watch on. So thanks again and have a good night. See you tomorrow in tomorrow's video.